Alright, yeah, I started a bit late. I started during a loading screen, but I'm not running anything new today. Just wanted to quickly go over my thoughts of the season, being that there's only like 3 hours left. And honestly, this season is a disaster. And it was honestly not bad beforehand. I think we actually had a meta where characters who were different were starting to shine through. And that was nice. Like, we were starting to get, Angrier showed up. He was good. And static teams were good. And Kuurth was OP, but like not to like an insane degree. It wasn't to the point where like I'd want to scream and pull my hair out. And then 3 days before PvP is finished, they make changes. And then it just goes to hell in a handbasket. So, I think I talked about them before, but I'm just going to talk about why I think every change that they made was stupid. So, Magic Warding, I mean, it was kind of stupid. Well, I guess I'll go over what I think they can do to fix it. Okay, so it was stupid because it invalidated Magic heroes altogether. So clearly something had to be done. The solution, therefore, is not... Oh, the thing is, there's just too many parts to the game. So, okay, so the half damage to magic, okay, that's annoying. Not being able to resist all the debuffs. You just remove one a turn. Okay, that's decent. I can understand why that change was made, but then we turn and we look at Null and Enchantress, and we remember why they were changed, or why Magic Warding was adjusted to fit them. Because they were so out of control. Now, Enchantress still isn't out of control. She's still kind of falling off, in my opinion. But Null now can do his meteors again. They just blow you up. Effortlessly. I mean, like, it's not even a challenge for him to do so. That's a problem. It's a major problem. It's honestly kind of game breaking. I mean, like, it was game breaking when he was doing it. Then they made Magic Warding block them, and then he was still good. And then they made it so it doesn't block them, and then he went right back to his original overpowered status. I mean, it was really just... I mean, look at these teams, guys. I mean, is this... I mean, is there something that Playdom doesn't understand? Yeah, and this freezing bug has to be fixed. Because we both have a sign... Well, of course we both have a signpost. We both have very similar builds. He has Resurrection. Probably on everybody, I would imagine. And it's not even going to matter, because I'm just going to remove that. Yeah, and oh my goodness. So, alright, so... Moving on from that, let's be reminded of... agents. They are bugged at the moment. Well, a certain setup is bugged. It's not really them. It's just an E-ISO combination that's bugged. So if you can put Elite E-ISO and the one that gives you Grit together, then you win. And honestly, I know Sandman can get Grit on his own. So he might not even have to do that. Why do I have another turn? And now it's made it so that you have to literally despair somebody to even stop them. I mean, otherwise, there's nothing you can really do. Like, it's just kind of hopeless. So, of course, that kind of brings you to... okay, so you can beat them, but you either have to have some sort of full offensive armory that hits so hard that you one-shot them. Preferably with some brutal strikes, so you have a couple pieces of whichever Spider-Man set had the Relentless Rapier in it, and you just blow them out. One go, one hit, and that's it. And that's possible, but you have to have an armory that you paid for. There's no way you can have like a regular kind of balanced armory with Spec Ops items and do that. It's just not going to happen. There's just not that much damage possible without, spending money on just the 2 gold pieces. And I'm not saying you got to buy like the $15 a piece weapons, because that would be absurd. But then, moving on to Despair, the 2 AISOs they added for debuff actions are problematic. So, well, one of them's problematic. The other one I think is okay. But it just invalidates Beast. But the Endemic, I think is what it's called. Yeah, the Endemic AISO, I think, is a good idea. Because there are a lot of heroes who were kind of based on debuffs and had no option to actually kill you with them. You know what I mean? It was kind of stupid. Because, people would have Mystics, or they would have, cast Light Fantastic or Warm Zephyr, and then you would just lose everything. No one's using a Scroll of Angelon at this point. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. But they would just, throw down all that stuff. And then there would really be nothing you could do past that point. And it was just kind of getting old, It was just... It really gave them too much of a hard time. So the Endemic AISO helps them out because now they can, get their things to stick to you. And that's not too bad. It's not that scary. So if let's say you put that on Enchantress, it just would make sure you can't prevent or remove the things that she's putting on you. Sure, it's annoying, but it's not so game-breaking that there would be nothing that you can do about it. But the other one that they added, the one that adds Despair, I mean, every hero with healing is now just automatically shut down. So now that agent setup that everybody's running is pretty much pointless. Because everyone's just probably going to despair you. And that's just lame. That's poor design. So, I want to talk about Angweir for a moment, because he is somebody, I guess I just didn't fully understand how he worked originally. But the more I look at him, the more absurd he is. Now, I don't think I'm going to move him past S tier, but I mean, S tier is amazing. So, if you're not a worthy, and you get hit by that scorpion poison thing that he just did, then you can't heal anymore. Now, I have a techno-organic endoskeleton on my agent, so he's immune to poisons. And both of these two are just immune to poisons because they're worthies. So, it's not really a concern. So, automatically Kraven is shot out of the meta because he works on poison and bleeds, and these two can't be poisoned or bleed. And then she can't be poisoned, but you can make it so she can't bleed either. So your whole team can be literally Kraven-proof with very little effort. Honestly, that's kind of sad. just gonna heal. Oh, he doesn't have the setup. Why wouldn't you do that? A lot of times he's just kind of sitting there. How does he not have meteors on it? How did he miss that? Oh. But the problem with Angweir, though, I feel, is that he's like the safest character I've ever seen. There's seriously no way you can counter him. Like, he spams summon attacks. He does 2 summon attacks a turn, pretty much. He's never going to use this level 1. It's bad. You know, it's a melee attack that applies Doom. And sure, Doom sounds good. I mean, it's Doom. But it's iffy. And it's not quite as powerful as you would hope. Because it takes a while to proc and all that stuff. Or you could just purge the entire team and make it so they can't get any class buffs. So, you know, your classes literally don't even matter anymore. The only thing that matters is not being counterclass. It's not really getting your class bonus. But if you run Angweir, it doesn't matter what class you're running. You guys are safe. That's a bit insane. So now we're pretty much just trying to kill Nul so we don't die to meteors. And this is just kind of absurd. Like, he's a character with literally no counters. I mean, like, literally, there's nothing that actually counters him. Like, you just have to kill him. Like, as fast as possible. Sort of, kind of. I mean, I don't know. Is he really that annoying to where you have to kill him? I mean, he kind of is. He's just in a weird spot. Like, you sort of want to, but you don't necessarily have to. And then here's the other issue. You know, there's probably just nothing that can be done to fix the absurdity of these type of characters. And can I get a combo breaker? That's like multiple follow-ups that I got nothing on. Oh my goodness. And then we lose a turn. But this team has flown off the handle. So pretty much they just do too much damage. And she must have whatever that stunning thing is on like everybody. Alright, but we're gonna kill her immediately. She's gotta go. Like, as long as we didn't actually lose Nul, then we're fine. He's probably gonna heal. Yeah. Like, right now we're really dealing with a buggy situation. And that's not cool. They really could have did something to address that issue when they noticed it happening. And I can't believe they really said that agents healing to full when you melee them is part of strategy. That's not strategy, that's clearly broken. I guess it is strategy in a loose sense of the word. But when I think strategy, I don't think, hey, if I equip this, I get all my health back. That's a bit absurd. But I imagine that's going to be fixed next patch. And the thing about fighting that team, though, is that when they start hitting the agent too many times, he gets his Bruiser Elite ISO stacks so fast that he just kind of disintegrates the opposition. So, you know, it is annoying, but they pretty much have to kill somebody in one go, which is why I have Raft Shank to try to prevent them from doing that. And that even, you notice, did a lot of damage because they stacked me so high. And I'm even going without cleanses now, because it's really a bit unnecessary. And what kind of team is this? Invisible Woman. And Hybrid. I don't know what the goal here is. She's apparently not 14. I'm definitely not sure why they're running her. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I already had it. But yeah, the main issue that I wish Playdom would actually watch one of my videos for, or Disney, whoever, I want them to just notice how ridiculous Kuurth is. Like, if she's not immediately blown up, because, like, the fact that you can kill a character is not, you know, grounds for saying that they're balanced. I mean, that's stupid. You can kill every character in the game. There's no character who just literally doesn't die. There's some of them who don't die easily, sure. But there's not anybody who just doesn't die. But the issue with her is that she has just too much counterplay in her passives to where, like, there's really not anything most characters can even do to stop her. So she has things that can't be resisted. She's unaffected by Dark Energy Blade completely, unless you hobble her and make this attack no longer stealthy. But you know, most people aren't even doing that, like running anything that hobbles. They're not running, you know, a handful of characters that actually have it applied, and then they're not running Heimdall. Now, Heimdall would shut down Spitfire because she would have no choice but to hit the agent. As long as your agent didn't die from a brutal strike, then it should be fine. But you know, her total lack of counterplay and her ability to just reduce the enemy's damage, make them lose turns, make them hit each other, and her class doesn't really matter. Like, she could be any class and be just as effective because nothing with her classes really makes her who she is. Like, I really feel if you want to make her better offensively, you would actually go Scrapper, which is kind of weird. But if you want to make her, I don't know, for some reason just have higher stats, maybe more defense, then you would take Bruiser. But I mean, even then, you could honestly just gear her out for full survivability. Which I might actually switch Nul to, because he's spending a lot of his time not attacking. So if I just give him like full Spry, and Spry, if you don't know, is health, evasion, defense, you know, he would just not blow up. Because that's all you want him to do, is not die. You don't really want him to do anything else. And I could set up my armory to boost evasion and things like that, because evasion's about the last stat that you would actually need. There's not too many stats you actually need to put on people who are running, you know, pretty defensively. And see, like, how many different teams did we see? Like, that last one was kind of a joke. I don't know what that was. But this is like standard. This is what everybody's running. You're either running this, or you're running the same other crap. Oh, goodness. Hang in there, buddy. So they're running Blaster, obviously counter meta. So that's a smart choice. That means he's probably not protecting. So I'm actually going to try to punch you to death. And it didn't work, but that's fine. Okay, so she should be hobbled now. And that's still fine. Oh, that's not fine. There, okay. So that was looking scary. If she died, that would have been a mess. So we're gonna try to hit him with this and get as much damage as we can. This is actually gonna do a lot of damage. And I guess it won't do a lot of damage because I'm dead. So that's gonna full heal me. That's fine. Oh my goodness, all these counterattacks. Alright, so my priority at this point is honestly to just kill her. Yeah, I don't want to deal with her. And this will give my agent some chance to wipe everyone else out. Yeah, so that's easy. That was a little scary. But this team is pretty much always just going to kill somebody on the first turn, and if you aren't prepared, you know, they can wipe you out really easily. And it's a bit scary. But yeah, like right now, I just feel Kuurth is too much, and honestly, I think in my tier list right behind her are Nul and Angrier because there's no reason why they're not up there. I mean, his meteors are just absurd. You know, on defense, the AI isn't always the smartest, so it's kind of weird. But Angrier, it looks like it just doesn't matter. As long as it spams summons, it should be okay. And if you aren't prepared with like a bunch of anti-poison and stuff like that, it's gonna blow you up. But luckily, she's anti-poison by default, and so is he. You know, my agent is because I've got a mechanical body. You know, the Rune of Fear is annoying, but all my team is also immune to fear because he's also got mindless, so he's immune to fear. Both of these two are worthies immune to fear. So it's pretty much like I just tried to put everything in my kit that would counter, you know, counter the meta. And honestly, I'm thinking this is kind of useless on the team right now. Because there's other options that are a little bit better than that. But it's still magic. You know, no one's really exploiting opportunity on my team. You know, I could swap this for something else, and it would still work out pretty well. So, but alright. Good luck, everybody. I figure I should be fine at this point. I mean, it's 3 hours left. I don't think I'm gonna lose like 400 in 3 hours. So I'm probably just done. I'm gonna play some Street Fighter V, League of Legends, stuff like that. But good luck to all of you. I hope you guys get some nice prizes. I mean, I really just don't feel like these ones are that great. I mean, this claw is like, I don't know. I mean, hopefully they fix the grit thing so that doesn't lead to it being out of control. This suit is not anywhere close to being as good as the Bruiser E3, so that's... I mean, who's really Frost? I mean, there's Iceman, there's Blizzard, there's Crystal, Storm. Storm doesn't really benefit from it either. I mean... And, I mean, she seems okay, I guess. And survival training, well, okay, I'll take that. That's probably like one of the best things about her. Her skill set just didn't look that great. But at least we'll get the gold and the silver, I guess. Alright. I'm out.